Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the Super Informative Podcast. I'm joined here today by Connor.
Good morning.
Akshay.
Hello.
Joe.
Hello there.
And our very special guest, not that special, Vyapti.
Hi guys.
Thank you. Why are you clapping for yourself? Okay, so today we're gonna be doing a topic about questions that have been sent in. These questions all have a specific theme to them. Connor, what would the theme be with these questions?
We are going to be giving our lovely fans some relationship advice to help save either
love advice.
Nice.
Maybe if you're interested in someone, if your marriage ain't going too well, if your marriage is ended and you're trying to find a new marriage, just any of those burning questions.
Actually,
we have a couple of them here.
Actually, we don't have any questions about marriage. Well, we can make some.
We can make some. But these are all questions from our many hundreds of fans.
These are all legitimate questions from our many tens of fans.
Millions, tens of millions.
10.
Okay.
5.
Had a stretch.
So yeah, do we want to start off with the questions, or do we want to talk about anything just before we get started?
I think normally we give sort of an introduction to how we relate to this, but let's not do that this time.
Yeah, let's not do that this time.
That is a bit much.
I am a bit of a love savant.
Connor is a very romantic boy, I do know.
The most romantic here.
Oh yeah.
And he speaks Spanish.
Absolutely.
I do speak Spanish.
Give us some Spanish then, Connor.
Me gusta
Hola,
tus
por
melones.
favor.
Muy caliente.
It just sounds like a British person who lives in Spain.
Me gusta.
Muy caliente, innit?
What's that even mean?
Very hot.
Goodness.
In it.
Okay, let's just get into the questions, shall we? So this is from fan number 1. How do I tell my crush that I like them?
I think. Okay.
The most straightforward would be by saying,
I like you.
I like you.
I like you.
Yeah, but that's not smooth.
I feel
You
like.
gotta build up to it.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta be like, hey.
So Vyapti, what would you do?
I've never done that before. I mean, I have, but like, I don't
Yes,
think.
you have.
You have. Okay, so
gotta,
what's your method at
Yeah, let's
to the
go.
point where you can tell your crush that you like them? What is your method?
You drop signs.
You drop signs.
Oh. Okay. Whoa. Are we talking about for a girl or a guy? Because I can tell you, it's very, very different.
It's very different. I would agree.
I don't walk around with signs very often, so I don't know.
Shut up. Shut up.
With a
Caution, wet floor, please. Stop.
Yo, get back to the topic.
Okay,
We need to give the fans what they want.
So I know, as a male myself, I know that I'm not very good at picking up signs, and I feel like I can tell you
None of us are.
no guy around this table is.
In the biology.
It's in the genes. So are you talking about for a guy or a girl?
Well, it's like you said, very different. If you go for a girl and you're a girl trying to drop signs to a girl, it's very different because usually, like, girls with their friends, they're already really like.
It's like guys with their friends.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you guys are already really like, you know.
Connor?
No. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
You guys are already like really intimate, really like flirty, you know, you look good today, girl. But then when it comes to like someone that you like, a girl that you want, being straightforward is like the most reasonable thing you can do, from what I know.
Yeah.
so it is most reasonable, but it is the scariest, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You need
But
some
when it
balls.
works, it's
And when
such
it
a
works,
good
it is
feeling.
good, yeah, but when
Yeah.
it doesn't, it's
Yeah,
just...
you need guts. You need guts.
I think for me, it's I've never really been good at doing that because I've always been like being friends with someone that I like has always been a weird thing for me because that's just how it happens. It's always been either we're really good friends and then I like you, or like I like you and then we become friends and then it leads on to something else. So like leaving signs has never been like an option to me because we've always been at that point where it's like I could just be like, yo, I like you, by the way. I often get rejected by that.
Yeah, you see, that's the problem. I'd say usually I go on a similar route to Joe, but then that's when the problem happens because it's then the fear of like
Exactly.
if you say it, then it's awkward.
Exactly, but then
Yeah.
like you might lose the like relationship that you already have. That is good. That is just
you still want to be friends.
exactly, which is just a healthy friendship.
Yeah,
And you don't want to lose that friend
exactly.
if you do that. I mean, in my experience, it's never actually done anything, but maybe like it's never changed anything. But that might just be me because I tend to handle like awkward situations well, kind of
Yeah.
like I'm very like realistic about things, but I know that might be
Very
different.
How many
You
wait,
just fix anything.
You know that.
wait, hold on. How many of us have actually like dead ass like gone up and asked someone out? Like
I have.
hi, like as in like making it overtly clear this is not like, hey, do you want to go to like the climbing gym?
Oh.
Hey, so do you want to go to the climbing gym, like you and me oh yeah, who else is coming?
Why do you have to make fun of me? You never make fun of me
I
outside.
didn't say
of this
anything about
podcast.
you. I was just talking about climbing gyms.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Yeah.
Because it's happened before. I've done that before.
Well, now you're the one that's just let it out.
You just
I was just
Yes,
talking about climbing
okay,
gyms.
it's happened to me. I asked someone to the climbing gym and they said, who else is coming? It wasn't great.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, it happened. I think I've done it twice.
You did.
This didn't come
I
across.
can't remember exactly who else it was. I think it was. I'm not
Is that
sure.
your
I'm not
go-to
gonna-
spot?
No, it's just. It's
that
just.
your-
Why
I don't
is
know,
that
it's
your
just.
go-to?
Yep, I know.
No,
what
it's 'cause it was
place.
like-
I know a place.
I know a place.
I got a lifetime membership.
I know
Wait,
it's
you-
only a couple months.
Do you actually?
No,
We have a membership.
I mean yeah, but it's expired. I haven't been in it.
Okay. Why did you think the climbing gym was a good place to go?
Because I don't know, it's just something that's interesting to me, and I thought it was gonna be. Can you imagine me like?
He's like, hey, watch me just do this, like, this route. for
Yeah, exactly.
10
Because it's like both in my head. It was like both impressive that I'm a decent climber, and then also I can be like, hey, let me help you.
Oh, that's really smart. Because I
Exactly.
was like, if someone asked me to the climbing gym, I would say no.
Joe.
Exactly, but then like I would be like,
I
then
would not
be
no
like-
to the climbing gym, but like anywhere else would be cool.
No, but I
then I
think
would be like, oh yeah, you can't make that move. Let me just help you out there.
the problem
And
with
then it could get like intimate.
Yeah, no.
I think
Unless they reject you, of course.
yeah.
Unless they go,
That's
no, fuck off.
Yeah, or they go, yeah, bring the whole swim team. You know, that's it.
I wonder who this is about.
Also, that's not,
Turned out to be a great day at the climbing gym, by the way. It was good fun, except it wasn't what I wanted it to be.
Was it
Oh,
just
yeah.
you?
Did you help?
Or was the whole
did you
swim team
help
there?
Seb?
Yeah, no, yeah. Seb, actually, no. Seb was really good at it. It was really annoying me. Actually, ended up being almost as good as me. That's okay.
Okay, so that sort of
We've
leads us
passed that.
into our
We moved.
second question.
Oh, what is the second question?
How do you deal with rejection, Joe? Crying.
Mm-hmm.
And ice cream.
Actually,
I mean-
yeah.
Mellow.
I don't know. Because for me, why is this just about me?
No. We'll spread this
We'll
question.
spread it. I
Because
just want to hear you
Because
first.
I think we all have some form of experience with this.
You guys just want to make fun of me and
I don't.
how I
Yeah.
suck.
I don't.
I do.
I
never
definitely
been-
want to make fun of you.
You've never
Joe.
been rejected? That's because you don't try.
I do.
Wait, rejection in terms
Oh
of.
wait. No, I have.
Wait, rejection in terms of. Oh no, I have.
Yeah.
no, I haven't.
Akshay, have you?
Yeah,
Oh,
obviously.
you have.
But I was a dirty,
You have.
Oh, you dirty
Yeah, I
boy.
was dirty. Yeah, it was not good. Yeah,
Pain.
Younger years.
Yeah, and you remember.
I remember.
Yeah, you remember.
Yeah, are you going to
Yeah.
tell anyone, or are you just going to remember between you two?
No.
No, we just remember.
Oh yeah, sick. That's actually what we do. We actually just sit on this podcast and just
We just
sit.
remember.
Yeah.
And just the audio just.
Sorry, just a minute of
Yo, do you remember
remembrance for a
the?
second?
Do you remember that?
Yeah. I
Okay.
remember that.
Do you remember when you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like me when the.
Okay. Let's give a brief, like, what do you mean by?
How did you
when
deal?
you're
Oh, we don't need to know the
You,
details.
you
How
don't
did
need
you
to tell
deal
us
with the
details of what you
rejection?
did. Just
How did you deal
a
with the
brief
rejection?
summary.
I think I just
Processing.
continued.
With like.
It's
the
like-
I mean,
floating
that's
or what?
I
yeah.
mean, no, because no, this is when I was.
Yeah,
really
exactly.
weird. I hated how I was when I during that phase.
Hey, we're gonna make
So,
that.
yeah.
It's like a inspirational quote.
Just keep on
When
going.
rejected, persevere.
Keep going. That's kind of.
That's kind of good.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of the best way to go because it's like. It depends on what kind of relationship you're in, though.
Well, it's because the problem with me is that, like, you see, I don't like people very much. Like I've liked maybe.
Thanks, Connor.
Yeah, just in general, I hate you guys.
Oh.
I say I've liked maybe like 5 people, maybe. Like realistically, like really like
Is
someone
that
like
me,
maybe.
Ryan,
Yeah.
Akshay?
No, I'm not
Oh,
talking
no.
friendship.
No one likes Vyapti, so.
Not
No,
talking.
go on.
But like maybe 4 people, and I don't like people often, but when I like people, I like them a lot.
Same with
Usually
me.
to my detriment.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, that's why rejection is so damn scary.
Yeah, I know.
Because then pain,
Yeah.
great immense pain.
Fact.
I mean,
Hurt.
but then you've also got that same deal is that you're friends. So what if you are friends with someone
Not
and
always.
you often are?
Yeah.
How do you deal with that once you've been rejected? How do you go on about with that friendship?
I just feel bad for a while until like.
How
Do you still stay friends, or do you
Yeah.
get awkward, or what happens?
I mean, the
there?
one time it's happened, like. Well, I'll give a brief. I'll give
it
a brief.
wasn't the best situation.
No. I'll give a brief summary without naming the person. We were at my house with all of you guys actually, and yeah, and what happened was, and it's
my
your
fault.
fault. It's
This
all
is
your
my
fault.
fault.
It's all your fault. So I'll explain. We were sleeping over at my house, and we were watching a bunch of movies, and then she had to go home, and so I went with another one of my friends.
Oh my god! I remember this.
Yeah, and so I went home with another one of my friends who isn't here right now, and we were walking her down to the village. And right before we leave the house, Ryan opens the window and screams, "Ask her out!"
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
And
And then
then
what did
it-
she reply?
And then before I could turn around and say, "Shut up, Ryan," she says, "Don't. I'll say no."
So it wasn't even.
Oh my
It wasn't
God.
even.
I've apologized for this before, but I feel like I need to do it.
I didn't.
again.
I got
Public
rejected without even asking someone.
That's a talent. That's
I-
honestly a
I-
talent.
Something.
I do remember
I'm
that.
sorry,
It was rough.
Connor. I may have had a little part in that.
oh.
Oh, really, Ryan?
Although, okay, to be fair, me and her are very good friends now,
Yeah.
and we laugh about it.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
glad. See, that's the thing. It's the whatever. I think in anything in life, it's not the failure. It's the bounce
Overcome.
back. Exactly.
Yeah.
But what about if it's like between that time, were you guys just normal? Like when you saw them the other day at school,
Yeah,
could you
I
guys
think-
just be normal? Because to be friends and like to
As in
overcome
nowadays,
that-
today?
No, not
No,
today,
like the-
but when it
the
like
week
freshly
after.
happened.
Oh,
What was it
I
like?
can't acutely remember it, but I probably just like didn't talk to her because I still felt bad. But then after I stopped liking her, we just became pretty good friends. Because like when I don't like someone, I can like be like super casual around them. Like I'd say I'm a pretty sociable person in terms of when I'm talking to someone, I can get really into it.
Is that why? Is that
It's
why
really
you're
hard
still?
to talk to you, Connor.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Is that why you're still awkward around me?
Yeah,
You're awkward on
Is
me.
there something you want to?
Yo.
Everyone's awkward around you.
Jeez.
I'm awkward around.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but yeah, now we're just super good friends. So to that thing of dealing with rejection, like it depends. Like it depends on the person. In my case, it's you've literally just got to move on.
Yeah, I think it is helpful being friends with someone and being rejected, because then you have that sort of past history to then kind of fall back on, and then like become like continue being friends. Obviously, it depends on the people.
It'll.
I think it
Okay,
depends
yeah.
on the history between you and that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's like you guys never like had anything and it was the first time you asked them out and you got rejected, then being friends is good. But if it's like rejected in the sense of like you were in a relationship,
That's got to break up.
that's called a breakup.
Yeah,
But
that's just a breakup.
it's still just like
A breakup is
if
worse.
that person was
Yeah.
like rejecting you
In
I
the
don't know what I'm
relationship.
saying. Yes.
What are you? I'm trying really hard to like.
Oh, that's another good question actually.
Because
Getting
it's still,
rejected in
it's
a
still
relationship.
rejection. It's just a different type. It's more intimate, really.
I'm so confused.
Because you have history with that person.
What's up?
Do you want to explain it for Vyapti? She's not.
We're
very-
talking.
what I'm
We're
saying.
we're on to
So you're
breakups
trying to
now, essentially.
So you're trying to say you can't be friends after a breakup.
It's more difficult. It's far more difficult.
Yeah.
No, you can, but there needs to be that time of like healing. You guys can't be like,
You can't
let's
force it
break
the week
up,
after.
but let's be friends. No, you guys need to be, because then if
Yeah,
you try to
that
be
was
friends
maybe-
right after, then you guys either get back together with each other, which is never good because you guys broke up for a reason, and
Yeah.
and it becomes toxic and it manifests into something
Yeah.
unruly,
Negative
um,
manifestation.
negative manifestation,
Yeah.
or it's just you guys just still have feelings for each other and you never get to distance and move on. So there's no point to being, because you guys gotta give.
I
Like
think
that.
it depends on the
This sounds like-
situation.
this
though.
sounds like
Yeah,
two of us.
it's-
Because I have experience breaking up with someone and then becoming friends with them. I mean, not close friends, but still like
Toxic
we like
relationships.
still friendly. But I know most of my friends who have broken up don't have that kind of situation where, because I think for me it was helpful because it wasn't our fault kind of thing, and it was a whole other situation where we were able to like know it was coming and so on and so forth. So we kind of planned for it, and like we knew that we're obviously like friendly with each other. We obviously like enjoy each other's company,
Right.
but
it's about like
it can't happen.
Yeah.
It couldn't happen.
Yeah.
So we're now friendly with each other. But I know that I understand that for other people it would be difficult because it would be between the two people exactly. So do you guys want to sort of explain?
Ryan can go first.
Ryan can go first. Well, with the last relationship I had that was like serious, she sort of tries to force us talking every once in a while. Like Joe sees it, Connor sees it. She like trying to force me to have a conversation, and I'm kind of like, I'm not gonna be rude, but it's like,
Yeah, I feel you.
we're not really anything to each other anymore. So, do I want to sit here and have a conversation with you whilst you try and fix your DT project? I mean, not
Half
really.
the time you then get me involved and just go, Joe.
Yeah. Usually I go, Joe will know.
Yeah, I think in my situation I was lucky because afterwards they
fucked off.
Dipped.
Yeah, they moved country, and
Which is good.
I haven't. It's because the thing was, after it happened, there was we had a conversation like, oh, of course we'll still be friends. So like almost exactly the scenario you were saying when we clearly couldn't be friends because we tried to hang out the day.
The day of?
No, it's also because the way that mine ended, it was in no way like yours. Yours was quite healthily broken apart and planned. Mine was a bit out of nowhere. In other words,
like-
the day before school. No, the day of school. The morning I woke up.
And the day before somebody
Yeah,
had
it
told
was
you
rough.
that it's all fine.
Yeah, the day. Yeah, someone had
That it's,
told
like,
me
perfectly
that
fine.
everything was fine because I was like, is everything okay? And they were like, no, it's fine.
You really
She's
just
fine.
wanted to surprise you, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a great New Year's present.
Welcome back
Oh.
to school.
It was-
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like the New Year back.
It was the first day of school back after I
didn't know this.
I hadn't seen her for 3 weeks, so I was really stoked to see her. And so then I wake up in the morning at like 7 a.m. to a long text, and I was like, oh, cool. And then I read it, and I was like, oh,
Not cool.
text?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we never.
Over text in the morning before school when he was super tired and getting ready for school. The day he was super excited and the day after somebody
Being
had
told it was
him
fine.
it was all fine.
Sorry, is that someone being her best friend?
Yeah,
Yes.
who was one of my close friends, but then. Okay. Yeah, we won't get into that.
Okay.
Whoa! Oh, I don't know
Next-
these details.
Next
Betrayal.
next question
fair.
from fan number 3.
Mm-hmm.
How do I maintain a long distance relationship? I don't think
Oh.
any of us have experience with this.
I think
I think our friend does.
What friend?
The one who moved to New Zealand, they tried it for a while. It sort of worked.
It's difficult.
It's very difficult.
as an observer of I've actually been an
Well,
observer of
sorry,
a decent amount of long
that's-
distance relationships.
that still doesn't count because it's how do I maintain? They were had a long distance relationship for a few months and then ended up just getting into
Giving up.
fights and then being like, this isn't going to work. We're going to stop it now.
Okay, I think
We-
if we're talking about principles that like you need to have to maintain it, trust would
Trust
probably
is-
be a big one.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Communication.
Absolutely.
Because
Those
it's
are probably
so
the main
hard.
two.
Respect and like giving them space because
Yeah.
they're like in a different.
Yeah.
I think I'd have a lot of difficulty in a long distance
Mhm.
I
relationship
don't
just
think so.
because
I wouldn't do it.
I hate it, but I hate that this about me, but I'm quite naturally a jealous person in that it's not I don't act on it, but it's
It's
I
like
think
thoughts
of,
in your head.
yeah, it's thoughts that I never act on, and it
Like
bothers me
paranoid?
like internally.
It's like intrusive thoughts that we talked about on the last
Yeah.
podcast.
If you
That
want
you
to
should
check it out,
watch.
yes.
And no, but it's basically like
Nice.
it's because obviously they are with an entirely different group, an entirely different life, with the only difference being you. Like you two are the only things that you guys have in
Yeah.
common with each other anymore, and especially if you don't see each other frequently, which even then, like, it's still difficult nonetheless. It's that to have constant communication. Because, for example, if I was in a long distance relationship and I moved somewhere else, I'd find it really damn difficult to probably keep up with them. Because if you move to a new place,
and
like,
then you have to like
you
figure
need-
out all these new relationships.
yeah, all these new
Yeah.
people, and then naturally, because you're meeting so many people, there's gonna be people that you may end up building an interest in, and they might end up building an interest in you. And it's that, I think the lack of personal communication and like just interaction with each other, it does definitely affect feelings.
So
I think,
no, go on.
yeah, so I think I have, I don't know if this counts, but I think I may have a bit of experience with, I think, maintaining a long distance relationship, in the sense that because there was quarantine, right? And also because my significant other was stuck in London for 3 to 4 months. So I think that was the longest time I think I had experience with that, and it was crazy.
It's crazy.
I think it was good and bad, because it was definitely really difficult for her, but it was also really difficult for me, because we would get into fights and arguments, which I think have affected us a lot. But
I mean, to this day.
Yeah,
or like
I think so,
affected
a
you,
bit.
okay.
Yeah, I think so. But it's just also that it was just so crazy, because we were able to realize that we were able to actually stay far apart. I know 3 to 4 months isn't that far, but it was the longest that we were apart. And I think with that, the biggest thing would be effort and trust, because that is something I definitely could have improved on, because I could have put in much more effort, especially at home. There's less stress, and I feel like with that I could have just put in more effort, and I feel like that is also one of the biggest things. It's just communication and effort, because for me that is something I lacked, and I feel like that is something that I could have used more of to take care of that. But also a bit of empathy, because you need to understand what the other person is going through, right? Because it's a different situation for everyone. For her, it was that she had to stay up non-stop because of the time difference where she had to attend school. So I think having more empathy would have been much better in that sense. So I think definitely.
I think you've just put it well, that trust, relationship, and trust, communication, and empathy are the three sort of pillars of a good relationship. And it's always said that like a relationship is always going downhill once you stop bickering and like stop like little arguments. Or even big arguments, because that shows that you're not willing to communicate or say, oh Ryan, you didn't do this and I'm upset now.
Well, I'm upset with you because you've got a dumb mustache.
Well, you know what?
That is true. At the beginning I was staring at it non-stop.
I love it.
It's freaking me out.
I'm excited for it.
I don't mind.
I'm excited for it to be gone. It's kind of getting annoying. It gets heavy in the shower.
I'm really proud of you for I'm really proud that
Thank you.
You did not need to know that.
Thank you.
Are you gonna leave it for the photos?
No, I can't do that. My parents,
Aw.
my mum will genuinely get mad.
Oh, that's
But what I'm trying to say is that like, as soon as like, I know that I know people who have been in relationships before where they just don't. They're like, oh, I'm scared to say this to them because I don't want to upset them. But as soon as that happens, you then start internalizing things, and then it doesn't work. Do you know what I mean? And I think, especially for a long distance relationship, that would be the worst thing to do. Because exactly. And then empathy, obviously, I think just as human beings, we have a tendency to focus on what is wrong with us.
Exactly.
Definitely.
And especially in a relationship, because you've got that sort of back and forth kind of thing where it's like you know each other so well that you kind of expect to know, but then if you don't have that communication, you won't know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? So it kind of goes hand in hand. Like if you don't have the communication, then sometimes that empathy might have to step up. But if you have neither, then it's going to ruin. But you have to have one or the other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, it's. I think that was, for me at least, when I was in a relationship, that was the most important thing for me, was trying to make sure that we're both comfortable with talking to each other and making sure that we are on the same page. Like if someone has a problem, the other person needs to know about it, and vice versa.
I think a really interesting thing, which I think should be more common, is Vyapti will know what it's called, a relationship where you can like have sex with other people and
Open relationship.
open
Polyamorous?
relationship.
No.
But that would be
Friends
like
with benefits.
a good one for a long distance thing, because one of the hardest things about long distance would be, I assume that you
Okay.
can't like
Be with each other physically.
but have any intimate moments, even if it's like
But
not actually
the
full
thing
on.
about open relationships is like you gotta be really content and
You gotta be really trusting because they don't
trusting,
catch
and
feelings.
the love for one another must be like
So
God
I actually,
level.
No?
I couldn't do that.
I worked.
couldn't.
So I worked
I
with a
couldn't.
guy who had an open relationship, and they were together for 5 years.
Damn.
And it ended up not working because the guy was a compulsive liar. But basically,
Nice.
yes. But then it just, I think that just requires. I don't think they're a bad idea. I wouldn't
Do it myself.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
do it personally because I'm not a jealous person, but I do similar as Connor. Like I'm not going to act upon it. I'm not going to tell anyone what to do. But I would get very uncomfortable with that. And I personally only feel like I need one person in my life, and if I really like you, then that's
Yeah.
you're
What
enough.
what about if you're in a relationship with someone and they want to be in an open relationship and you don't, but you want to be with them?
Then
Then what do you do in a situation?
that is.
That
Until
brings
they
up-
get into another open relationship, and then you just.
Yeah, then I would. I don't
You
know.
have to leave
That's I don't know. That's the situation depends. On the
Yeah,
person,
it
depends
depends on how much I like the person.
But to finish what I was just saying, that those two, I've talked to them for a lot of time about that because I was so interested. Because at the time I was in a relationship and I was like, oh, it wasn't a long distance relationship, but it was enough that it took effort to like see each other. So it's not like we could just go and meet up for coffee. And the way that they put it was that because they were 25 or something, that they were the ones that they were getting into bed with at night. They were the ones who were waiting up for each other to get home to go to sleep together. They were the ones who were saying "I love you" at the end of the night. Do you know what I mean? So it's that sort of physical versus emotional needs, and I found that really really interesting because it's like, at what point does someone become like more than just physical? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
what does that mean to you?
Well, I guess it's almost like that would probably develop over time. Like if you spend more time with a specific person that you use constantly for the intimate side, that
For the physical side.
for the physical side,
Yeah.
that would develop into something more potentially.
Yeah, I think that's also I think that was also a thing that they said was that they had to be, it was cheating if they didn't tell each other what was happening. And that's what I was saying, like, where does the line, where do you draw the line? And if they, obviously if one person said, oh, I did something with this person, and then the other person in the relationship was like, well, that's, that I'm uncomfortable with that, they would obviously not do that and say, oh, I'm really sorry, like that was an accident, I didn't realize, blah, 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 blah. But like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's that communication, I think, in an open relationship that's even further exaggerated, that you need that communication, you need that empathy. What was the last one?
Polyamory.
Communication.
Oh.
No, I said communication and empathy. There was another one that
Relationship?
Trust.
was trust.
You did say
There you
relationship
go.
though.
I did say relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next one from fan number 4.
You're losing count already.
Fan 4.
Yeah, but you went.
Yeah. Okay. So how do I stop being a simp,
Oh, don't.
guys?
Don't ever stop being a simp. Being a simp is the best thing you could do for someone who you
Sounds
were
like
simping
something a
for.
simp would say.
Sounds like someone.
So for people who don't know, a simp is defined as what? A person who
No, it's not. That's
does
completely
super
different.
nice things in the hopes of like a relationship or anything more.
Someone who chases after someone.
Somebody who's chasing but they ain't getting.
Okay.
That's it.
This guy. But the thing is, you could be. There's an incel, and there's a.
Incels, isn't an incel just someone who hates women?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, that's
So an
not-
incel is
really
defined
not.
as an incelibate, which means involuntary celibate, which means that
You
they.
can't get laid.
Yeah. So it's they're involuntary
What it
not
means,
getting
though.
sex.
Word for
That's
that.
genuinely what it means. And I don't know-
Involuntary.
involuntary not
You
getting any
Virgin.
box. Yeah. And like it's like they want
I'm incel.
to have sex, but they.
I am incel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand why it's like a thing, but now it's like they've turned into
No,
like.
I think an incel is probably like somebody who can't get laid but they're angry about that.
Yeah.
So I
And
think
that's,
like
that's
take
why
it-
they hate
They're
women.
raging angry.
They
Yeah,
genuinely like get mad at women and think it's like a conspiracy that they won't get with you.
Like, they all have a
What
group-
is wrong?
They have like a group agreement. We won't sleep with him.
But yeah, yeah, but then that
Yeah, you
becomes
know that
vulgar.
guy.
They plotting on my
Being
downfall.
a woman is a cult. They all
Yeah.
agree to sleep with Chad. Like no Chad.
No, Chad's
The-
the one that.
What was the question?
How do you stop being a simp?
Oh yeah,
How do you stop
I
being a
don't
simp?
see a problem with being a simp.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I do.
I don't know. It depends on what type of simp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it depends
why-
on
If
who
it's
it
like
is and what it is,
insanely
exactly.
simping, like you take them home and you like buy them shit and everything, that's not great. But if people
Wait,
who like
wait.
no people who refer to simps as just guys who are just being nice to women,
That's how
fine.
it. Yeah. That.
But if it's like
Obviously, being a nice person is like a.
it's a normal thing. It's okay. So you know there's like two types of simp really.
Let's break it down for you, Vyapti.
There's people who are nice to women, and people do call them simps, which is dumb. And then there are people who like buy specific girls whatever they want and take them home.
Do everything
like-
for them.
Do
like-
everything for
Isn't
them.
that a good boyfriend?
No,
No,
it's
but
not,
they're not
not dating.
because
That's
they're not
the
in a
thing.
relationship.
Yeah.
Because they're not getting. because
It's
they're
like
not
just
getting
someone who's
anything back.
obsessed.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're just simping for them.
Right.
That's
Yes.
bad. That's good.
No,
Okay, I
so
get
for
it
me,
now.
I think the main thing in that is that if you're happy with that, so for me, I'm okay with like doing more than what I'm like putting in more than what I'm getting back if I think that other person is
Worthy.
worth my time and like worth what I'm doing, and I will then be happy with that.
But I think sometimes some guys can take it too far and almost be blinded by
Exactly.
emotions or
Mhm.
whatever they feel for
Yeah.
this person. So I think it would be the boys' job to step in and be like, bro, don't spend $600 on this
Yeah.
girl's bathwater. It's
I mean, obviously,
that just sounds
obviously-
like both.
yeah, that's
yeah. Obviously, I'm not. Obviously, I'm.
That was
I
directed
wouldn't-
at you, Akshay.
Don't buy it, Akshay. I can see it in
Akshay.
your car.
We've already seen your fucking credit card.
But-
6 orders?
Why do you
People,
need
do you know, no,
six?
no, do you know,
Drinking it?
no, do you know people were actually drinking the water?
Yes, that was the
What?
Yeah,
whole.
they
That
got-
was
they
the
got
whole.
it.
actually,
They
that
got
was
it.
the
They
whole
wanted to
controversy.
drink it?
That was
Yeah.
the whole meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drinking Belle Delphine's bathwater.
I thought it
I did
was
not
just
know
like
about
to
this.
buy it.
No.
I thought it was just like to smell and like.
That's
No.
what I thought.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think
that's
people.
perfectly
I think
chill.
people are actually getting diseases from it though.
It's not fine.
I'm not
it's just
surprised.
not normal.
Bella
First of all, it's
Delphine
being
just put
shipped across
everything-
the-
no, and also because of Bella Delphine.
That makes me want to vomit.
I
What
don't
about
know.
hers?
I don't like
Do
thinking.
it. Do it. It'll make a good clip for the promo. Do it. Vomit.
Give me a minute.
I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know if it actually was her bathwater though. It probably was just tap water in a
Yeah, yeah.
fancy bottle.
Yeah.
I think it was her bathwater.
I think it probably was.
I think she
Like, there's
probably
a
she
lot of
probably just
water in
went.
the
She probably
bath.
just went "Dum," and then like left.
No, I
Yeah,
think
there's
she
like
you
3
fart
baths in a
for
row.
7
Yeah.
hours.
Would you say any of us here have been victims of being a simp?
Connor.
Yeah. Besides me.
I've
You
never.
can't say besides
I mean,
me.
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
part of it.
I think all of us have.
I know, but I
Who
was.
have I
to an-
sinned for?
Me.
Okay, then okay, I am. I'm sick.
Yeah, that sounds.
But I would say
Yeah.
I am, but I'm a happy simp because I'm obviously not gonna go spend. I'm
$600 on both.
a realist simp.
The thing is, I wouldn't classify people who are just being nice
Nice,
to girls
yeah.
as simps.
Yeah,
No.
that's just stupid.
That's
No,
just
what I'm saying is
Actually,
I'm
being
I wouldn't.
nice.
I wouldn't say I'm. a simp.
You're a simp.
No, 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 no,
You're
no,
a
no, no, no,
massive
no, 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 no,
You
no.
left
You
your
are
friend
a
for a
simp.
simp. for
I
a
was
girl.
in
So
year
did you,
10. I was in
I
year
didn't.
10.
Yeah, you did. So many times we'd be like, Ryan, you on the
Yeah,
bus?
but I still kept had conversations
Oh yeah,
with
no,
you and
okay,
talked
that's
to you
true.
guys
That's
on a
true.
regular
Okay, you
basis.
guys are on
Okay.
just two different.
First of all,
Straight up just ditched us and didn't talk to us for
For
months.
months.
Okay, let me explain myself. We're doing this right now.
We're doing it right now.
I
Okay,
think you've done this before. I'm not sure.
okay. I was in year 11. It was a long time ago.
That was 2
2
years ago.
Not that
I'm
long.
a changed man.
You're 11. I thought it
You
was
were
in year
15,
I
you
thought
were
it was year
15.
9.
I'm a
or year
changed
10.
man.
Year 9. This was year 11.
This was year 11. I'm a changed man.
Ditched us without any warning.
It's not very nice, Connor.
I'm a changed man.
Yeah, if I'm being completely honest, I had no idea what the fuck happened. Like I had no
Like,
idea.
it was legit like one day.
Left.
One day you were here, and one day, boom, you're gone.
gone.
And we didn't even know where you were for like the
Yeah.
first month. We're like, where the fuck
I was like,
is
where's Connor gone?
And then we like walked up in the cafeteria one day, and we're like, oh, he's sitting over there.
I know, and then we'd see. Okay, if we're really gonna get into it, we'd
Go.
see you, and you'd go, and then
Yeah,
like
he
walk
wouldn't-
by.
he
I was
wouldn't
like, say
acknowledge
hi.
Friends for how many years, and you wouldn't acknowledge us, Connor?
We're really getting heated.
for my prior
to be fair, me and Connor weren't even that mad.
Me and
Me and
Joe.
Joe. Me and
Oh
Joe.
yeah, no, I didn't, because I know you. Like I know
we
you.
know
just,
you
I
do
know
this
you're
type
a
of stuff
dumbass.
because you've done it
People
before.
are so
to us.
angry at me.
We weren't
Oh,
that
yeah,
mad.
yeah.
We were like, this is just Connor. Leave him alone.
You guys would
Yeah.
rant to me about it.
Yeah, no, but then I do know people who are like, dude, we should like.
We should never talk to Connor.
Yeah,
again.
I know.
I was
I was
like,
aware.
that's dumb.
You're too nice of a person to
Thank
not
you.
talk to again.
But
I
I
mean,
do
but
feel
you are
bad.
annoying.
No. Okay, but I don't know. Would you
Annoying?
necessarily call me a simp? Because
Yes.
it wasn't
Yes.
like
Yes.
it wasn't like they didn't
Come on.
like me.
I,
Oh, the little eyebrow raise. I like that.
That is true.
Well,
So wait,
at
is
the
there-
That's what I'm
beginning,
saying, that's what I'm saying.
at the
Is there a
beginning,
difference between being like so? Is there
at the
like a
beginning it
simp,
was simping.
like
but
outside of a
It was
relationship
another
and
person we can
inside?
talk
yeah, can you
Whoa,
be a
too
simp
many
in a
people.
relationship?
Yeah,
I mean-
Vyapti, your legs are
I'm
all the
sorry,
way here.
I'm sorry.
No,
Too many conversations, too many conversations.
Okay.
Yes, you can be. I would say you can be a good simp
I
in a
would-
relationship
I would
where
say-
you're.
Simp.
To answer
Yeah.
the question, how do I stop being a simp?
You don't.
Don't
Don't
need to.
stop being a
on the-
simp.
Depends.
Just make sure you're being the right type of simp.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't overthink.
Yeah,
It's a whole
just be a nice dude. Just be a nice person, and
Be a
they
nice
will
guy.
probably like you eventually.
There's a-
If not, then you're kind of lame.
You be a nice guy, you have girlfriend. Easy
Yeah.
peasy. Squeeze a lemon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just be a nice person.
Okay,
and,
so-
it may lead towards.
Ah.
That's a nice
Wow.
description, Akshay.
Shankri,
Is that the only reason you'd be in a relationship?
Yeah, why not? no, I'm joking. I'm joking. I am joking. I am joking.
Baby, please
my
don't
mom
break up.
raised my mom raised me better. Please.
Next question.
Okay, so the next question from number 5 fan is.
Number 4.
See, the thing is, I'm not forgetting the numbers. I'm forgetting the word fan.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
yeah,
forgetting.
yeah.
From fan number 5, I always get bored after dating someone. How do I stop this?
You're dating the wrong people.
Break up with them.
No, dude, it's the communication.
Yeah.
It's the if you and the
Dump
effort.
her.
No.
No,
If you're
or no,
him-
I'd say you made a wrong decision to begin with.
No, I'd say you should not force relationships, because in this situation it kind of sounds. Don't get offended by this if you're like listening to this and you ask this question, but it kind of sounds like you're trying to force a relationship where you don't need one. You don't need to be with somebody all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Just-
whole,
just-
you should be fine with yourself before
Yeah,
you
just
go into a
talk to people.
relationship.
You can like get with people and stuff. You can talk to them, but you don't have
You don't
to
have to-
date.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It's
Just
a-
wait
it's
until
a
the-
different level of
Just wait
commitment.
till the right
Yeah.
person comes along and you're like, wow, I love spending time with this person, and I don't completely
Yes.
hate them.
Facts.
Maybe
Yeah.
I should date them.
Don't try and be in a
Don't force
relationship
it.
with someone that you are not 100% certain you want to be in a relationship with.
Because that also.
That-
Yeah.
Connor's an expert on this because everybody he likes, he 100% likes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like he,
He's determined.
Leaves his friends for the.
Yes, he's like-
5
At
years.
least my feelings are certain.
this person is worth losing all
What are
of
you
my
saying?
friends and all connections.
Connor, are you saying you have uncertain feelings for us?
Well, I don't feel like I should.
I mean-
be here.
You have to get out for a second. We can have a talk.
the sexual tension.
Oh, I was going a different direction with that.
I don't know why you have to make everything.
I have.
Yeah, why does everything have to be weird?
I
You
think-
legit just made clapping noises.
That's
Not at you.
No. I think. Okay, but
Hey,
to answer
Connor.
the.
Okay. No. Okay. It's from. Yeah. Okay.
I think. What's the question again? Tell me exactly the question.
What? How?
Oh, bored in the relationship.
Yeah.
I think if it's two, there's two problems. There's either you find the right person. You have to make sure that you enjoy spending time with that person first before just being like, oh, you're hot. I'm attracted to you, right? You have to make sure that spending time with that person is better than just is more important to you than just looking at that person.
Mm-hmm.
And the second thing is, even if you have found the right person, if you spend a long time, like if you spend enough time with them, things are going to end up getting. What?
Just staring at each other.
I'm
They
sorry,
can-
we're idiots. Let Joe continue.
They can end up getting stale.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you do a relationship always 100%, even if you're 20 years into the relationship, has to have effort
I don't think
put in, right?
I don't think stuff becomes stale if you like, as you say, put in the effort to
Exactly,
like become
that's what I'm
basically
saying.
friends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you have to put effort into the relationship, otherwise you will just end up.
Yeah.
But it also depends on
It
who the people are.
compatibility.
No, I think it's more
You gotta
just
look
like
at your star signs.
Exactly.
And if
That's
you're
how
not
they marry
compatible, what?
Arranged marriages, that's how they work.
They do?
Yeah, you look
It's
at the
based off the
stars.
star signs.
What's your star
Yeah.
sign?
Why? No.
No, what is it?
Sagittarius.
And what's that compatible with?
I don't know.
What month's is Sagittarius?
December. I'm 16.
I thought they just put you with a prince.
What are you talking about?
What star signs?
Yeah, no. Because the princess is always put with the prince in fairy tales movies.
Are you calling me a princess?
Oh, Joe.
Yeah, no, that's where the joke broke down.
Vyapti, I think you're a princess.
Thank you, Connor.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Okay, so it says that Sagittarius are generally considered to be Aries, Leo, Libra, and Aquarius compatible.
Which one's
Joe,
which one's
what are you
August?
Not Aquarius.
Which one's August?
I don't know.
No,
Which one's
I
August?
don't know.
I'm a Gemini. I'm not gonna get
Garv's a Gemini.
me and Garv.
Gemini.
yeah.
No.
Garv is the best.
God's
Garv is the
her
opposite.
older brother.
Yeah. Okay, back to the question. Bored in relationships.
Yeah, it just.
I think it's just
Don't
the
do
the person and the amount of effort.
I think
Do you think you
And-
can revive a relationship from being bored?
No,
And
okay.
also, you might just not be ready for
it
a
says
relationship.
Exactly.
I always get bored. So I think that's probably more like applies to the
Yeah.
situation.
Maybe that's a personal
You may not be
issue.
ready.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why you don't get into it to
If it's,
begin with.
Yeah, if it's a specific
'Cause-
relationship that you're getting bored in, then you can ask the revival question. But if it's every relationship, then it's not the other
You're just
person or
not-
you're.
And
It's
also,
you.
the problem is if you enter a relationship without being fully committed,
It's
then
not
you,
fair on them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
thing.
other person, yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
you
if
end
you,
up
like, go
you end up
into it-
hurting them a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go into
And
it with
you feel
like
bad.
intentions that are like maybe like just based off their looks or something, or you don't know the person,
Yeah, or just like
then it's kind of messed on your half.
I think
Yeah.
it is super situational though, because
Yeah.
I think it could be they're not putting in enough effort, that you don't feel comfortable, then you get bored and you start thinking about other things,
Yeah.
or like the whole no one's putting enough effort, or there's too many things. Like right now, having a relationship right now would be tough.
The thing is,
Because you just don't have enough time to put in the effort to spend time with that person to make
Yeah.
them feel loved. Do you know what I mean? So, but then again, it also depends on the people. Like I know, for example, my parents have a very, very, very low maintenance relationship, whereas I feel like in a relationship I become very needy and become very jealous, and I need a lot of attention in a relationship.
look at this attention.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel
So
like.
it depends. It's very, very situational.
Yeah,
It's
but I also
difficult to
feel
answer
like
that
it
question.
depends on your maturity and age
I
because
think-
I feel like
Absolutely.
with the dependence, when you grow older, because your parents have been together for so long, and I feel like it may not have started with that
Yeah.
baby, but it could have gone
It
so that.
gradually-
But I think it did. But I also know that a lot of my friends' parents do go on like date nights every now and again, and every Sunday is date night for the parents,
Yeah, that is-
and you know
My parents don't do
it that's what I'm saying. It depends on the parent. It depends on the
Yeah.
people. Like sometimes to have that 25, 40-year relationship, you do need to have that constantly putting in effort, and it does like. It depends on the people. Like it
Yeah.
can be a low maintenance relationship, it can be a high maintenance relationship. Either way is good, but it depends on the people. So long as you guys are
Like
happy.
they say you gotta treat it like you're just freshly in a relationship. Like you're still trying to get the girl, even if you still have her.
Yes, but no. At the same time, I think.
I think let's go back to the question and saying like, or do you want to continue on this?
I mean, if you want, we can continue on the bored feelings one.
I think it's
I'm
just
not- I don't
situational.
know.
I think it's situational.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So next question, Akshay. Do we want to do the next question?
Are you sure?
Why'd you get so scared? Just ask me.
Sorry, sorry,
I'm sorry. I don't know what I did. I'm just sorry.
I'm
Papa,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Please don't.
How do I tell I'm losing feelings?
If you think you are, then you are.
If you're bored in the relationship and you're not like interested in putting in the effort, or like you don't have a drive to put in the effort, you're probably losing feelings.
Yeah.
Like
I think if you don't have the willingness to be in the relationship,
If you don't-
want to put the effort in,
going back to the old question, I guess, is sort of like that. Like effort isn't something. It's like a relationship is hard, but the effort part isn't something that's hard. It's like the thought of putting effort in is always should be there if you like the person.
Yeah.
It's just the actual action of getting
Yeah.
it out that's hard.
I
If
think
there's no thought, then
I think
If there's no like, I would love to do this for this person for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, then you have effort, and then you probably have
I
lost
think
feelings.
I think the thing is if if you like someone, you don't really need to think about effort. Effort almost comes
Yeah,
naturally, isn't like
Because you want to-
Yeah,
that's
you
what I'm
want to
saying.
put in effort. So
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. If you lose that willingness to put in effort,
yeah,
then
if you're like, oh, I don't want to go see them. If they want to go out, oh, I'm not really feeling like at least at a consistent basis. Like I don't really want to go. Then there's probably that chance that you probably don't feel the same about them as you maybe once did.
Yeah.
You dig?
I do dig a lot.
But
I dig a lot of holes.
Word.
But again,
That
it's
is
also
true.
situational.
That's true.
No, that is
Sir.
actually true.
We can show you pictures of my holes dug in sand.
Oh, I've seen those.
Mm.
They're weird. I don't get it. And you pee in them.
Sorry, Joe, we interrupted you. Go on.
No, I just wasn't paying attention to the conversation. I just heard you. I can show you a picture of my holes dug in sand.
Yeah, I put the dug in sand so it didn't,
Yeah.
you know,
So you're not showing pictures
of my holes.
of your hole to Vyapti?
Yeah.
Stop. We're gonna end
Please.
Go on.
this.
It's just a picture of his like mouth.
No, I'm like, stop.
Nostrils.
I hate you so much.
God damn it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I cheated on my significant other, Connor. That's what I did. With their ex-boyfriend.
Holy
What
hell.
the fuck?
Cheated on my
That's not a question. That's a statement. So whoever,
What?
To whoever
so
did
just
that.
to whoever's watching who has a girlfriend and this, they cheated on you
With your ex.
with your ex-boyfriend.
I'm sorry.
Wait, I cheated.
How,
Can you?
which role would the genders be? Who cheated?
No.
on who?
What does it say? What does
It
it say?
doesn't
Read the
matter.
question again.
It doesn't matter.
Read the
Okay.
question
Yeah.
again.
Refer
Can
to
you
them
read
as
the question
they.
again?
They.
Okay. Basically, the
Thank you,
person
Vyapti.
cheated on
Wait.
their significant other with the significant other's
Correct.
ex.
Yeah.
What?
But okay, so I was actually.
Akshay.
Can you just read it? Can you just read it?
Akshay. It's like theoretic.
Oh,
It's like
I cheated on my
theoretically-
significant other with their ex-boyfriend.
So
Wait,
if
what?
me and Connor were dating, but Connor used to date Joe, and I cheated on Connor with Joe.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
I
even
cheated
worse.
on my significant
Then if you
other.
cheated on them with your own ex.
You didn't.
Oh,
I'll
so
say,
okay,
I'll say.
girl cheated on
No,
Per
that's
person.
someone.
So it's like somebody you have a bad history with, and they were like, "Fuck it, I'll get with that person."
That would
Yeah.
be the
That would-
greatest
I was
pain.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about this morning actually. So I was thinking about cheating and like
Whoa!
what is the problem?
Joe.
No.
You
Yeah,
have something
like
to tell
what-
somebody.
You were thinking
But that
about
is
No,
an
I think
intrusive
about
thought. That is
a
an
lot of
intrusive
things. Okay.
But that is an
That's
intrusive
a lot
thought.
of words.
It was an
at
intrusive
one
thing.
time.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about me cheating. I was thinking about like what I would do if
If somebody cheated on
exactly
you or you cheated.
Exactly, because I think I was someone
But
was
you
talking
didn't-
about
You
like
just said
hypothetical-
exactly the both of them. If you cheated or if somebody cheated on you.
Somebody
which one?
cheated on me.
Okay.
I was or just like who is wrong in that situation.
Throwing hands.
Just like I was thinking like who is wrong in that situation because in my head that
You for not being
people-
good enough.
both people have
I was
issues
joking.
because I think it's just an issue in the relationship because
I
if
think that's dumb. It's always the person who cheats who is in the.
See,
No. It is
no,
always
no,
the person
I agree
because
with
if you really do like have a problem in the relationship that leads to that,
Break up.
break up.
Or
Exactly.
at least communicate.
that's what I was thinking.
Communicate the fact that it doesn't. Oh God. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna bring this up.
Oh, hell
because
no.
We're gonna have some beef here. So there is another podcast in our year at school.
And they think
And they've
There's
just-
a podcast?
Yeah.
That's the other.
They
pod-
think they're cool.
They've just walked out. They've just walked through the.
And they were eyeballing us
They
as
were
well.
eyeballing us. They were giving us
Oh,
some.
yeah.
And Latifah's there as well.
Yo.
I thought she was one
Wow.
of us. I thought she was one of us.
Yo. Hey.
She's off the podcast.
Hey.
list.
She gave you half those questions.
Did she? No. These are all from specific people.
No, they are all from individual people. I collected all these myself. did
Okay.
some research.
Back to the question. What was the question?
Cheating.
Cheating.
So I think
It's massive.
you're correct, but also I think it's just I think it's a problem in the relationship because if someone is thinking about
So did it.
cheating,
What's your reason?
it's like for the person who's in the relationship who didn't do the cheating, it's like like why
It's just
this would be my reaction. I would be why was I not there to fill because obviously there's a gap that needs to be filled otherwise.
It's just fucked
why
up
am I not
morally
good
to
Yeah.
just do it instead of giving like this person who
Exactly.
you've been with and you've spent however
Yeah.
long with like an explanation as to why it happened
Exactly.
or like
Of course.
breaking up with them before. So it's like
Exactly. Or just communicate. Just be
Yeah,
like,
of
oh,
course.
listen, I don't think this is happening, and then at least me, the person who
Has been cheated.
has been cheated on, is then aware and can fix whatever is the problem.
Yeah.
And if it's a fundamental problem,
Yeah.
then break up. And
Yeah.
then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's better to tell someone I do not want
Obviously.
as painful as it is, like telling someone I don't have feelings for you anymore, I don't want to be with you, and then breaking up with them and then doing whatever you want. That's much
It's
better.
hard as hell, but
it's morally correct.
Yeah, you do feel better afterwards once
Yeah.
you like get. It's because
It's better to have loved and lost than to
and
never
just
have
just to
loved.
be just on the.
Isn't
If
that
you
fun?
break up with someone, be honest. Don't like if you break up. What?
They continue.
Joe winked at me. It was kind of hot.
If you break up with someone, just be honest with them
Yes.
when you break
Yeah.
up, so that you need to give them
Closure.
clarity because
Continue the honesty throughout the entire relationship, even through.
But also be.
Yes.
I've been on both sides of it. When
You cheated on someone?
Connor,
You cheated on me?
I cheated with
you
you,
genuinely just said you've been on both sides. What do you mean by been on both sides?
as in I have been broken up with and broken up.
Oh,
Oh.
so you have,
But-
we're not talking.
So,
okay.
you know, but we were on to the topic of like.
Yeah.
Okay, basically, I've been broken up with before, and I didn't get clarity, and you know that's you.
That messed you up for a while.
Yeah.
That wasn't a very funny time.
Maybe for you it was. But then on the opposite side, when I've had to break up with people, I've tried my best to be as honest as
Nice.
possible.
Did you?
I thought I was.
He
I'm
tried.
pretty sure you just ghosted them for weeks.
Hey. But then I gave an explanation afterwards. A very honest explanation. I hope that was.
I know who we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
I want to get into this.
No. But different person back then. It's okay.
You did just ghost them for a while.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to the next one.
No, I know, and I
No?
I
Okay.
think I fully owned. I fully owned up to it. I hope. I swear I did.
Yeah, no, you actually did. It did end up
Yeah.
being pretty well. But
Yeah.
I think on both sides for that relationship,
But
it
I think
was.
that's because she was kind of forced to hang out with you for a while.
She
afterwards.
was?
No,
Eventually.
it's just like a.
Let's move on.
Ages after.
But
That what you're talking about was ages after.
Yeah.
It was like
Okay.
yeah, but I think I think in that sense both of you were quite mature, and neither of you. I think that's a real problem in Hong Kong. Is that there's like everything has to be kind of like a movie kind of thing. I think that's just a culture in our age. Is that everything is like over dramatized. Everything is oh my god, baby, you be. It's like just be normal. Do you know what I mean?
Lex,
Like just
camera, action.
is that your drama, Mr. Drama Man?
Okay.
Akshay,
Continue.
what?
Mr. Drama Man.
Haha.
Actually, that's true.
That's funny because
Okay.
But my point is that like everything, like nothing seems real, and it really frustrates me. And I have to. I think for me, when I'm trying to get into a relationship, or like that's a big thing for me, is that like that sort of realism, and nothing has to be forced, and nothing has to be a certain way. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's really important to me, and I think comes from my parents because they. You know, they were just mates in uni, and then they ended up living together, and then they never actually got proposed. They were kind of just like, oh, let's get married, and then you know, it's just because they like nothing specific happened, which is very against sort of how everything's seen in movies.
The norm,
and stuff.
yeah.
But I think that's better
You
though.
guys are like your parents are together today. They're happy.
No, absolutely. There's
Vibing.
been
So
no
there's no-
complications,
yeah.
but I think that's just because there's that
Bobbing.
maturity and there's that communication between the two, and nothing is like, oh, you did this to me, and then you did that and that. And do you guys want to take a minute outside, or are you?
We're just vibing, sorry.
We were just bopping.
Bopping, sorry.
Next question.
How do I tell my significant other that they're kind of a loser?
You do it.
Oh, you do.
Right, that's
Yeah,
the
I
dumbest
think-
shit.
You're a piece of shit.
What?
Well,
I
hey.
mean, like,
Who's a piece of shit?
no, you just tell them.
Did you just call Joe a piece of shit?
Oh,
No.
Yeah, but we know
I mean,
that I'm a piece of shit.
But
We're gonna have some fights.
Okay,
Connor's is defending his territory.
surely you wouldn't be with your
If you
significant
thought
other
they were a
if you
loser, you
thought they were a
shouldn't
loser.
be.
No.
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
Really?
Because I know I'm a loser.
Same.
Yeah, of course I do.
but okay.
I think it's that awareness. You can still be like, I know you're a loser. I'm still friends with you, but I
Yeah,
can
but
tell
we're
you,
not dating.
If
are
my
we?
signi-
we're
if my
very
sig-
close to it, Ryan.
Hey, you're strong.
If my significant other called me a loser, I'd feel really bad.
I mean,
I mean,
Well,
it depends
if
on
it
if
was a
it's
joke.
said.
Yeah, if it's
If
a
like someone
joke,
was
then
like,
it's fine.
dude, you're such a loser.
But if it's straight
I
up
still-
like you genuinely think of them as like a loser,
Like-
you like don't want to hang out with it, like you're embarrassed to hang out
Why are
with.
you
Yeah.
dating them?
You're
That's
not
the
dating.
thing.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't be
Exactly,
dating.
yeah.
That's why I'm not dating you, Ryan.
because that is.
I think that's a big thing though, is that pride in having in that relationship is also a big thing that like you have to be like happy in that relationship enough to be
I don't think they should ever sit
You
around.
guys
I really
Sorry.
Connor kicked me. Dad, can you tell mom?
Go to the naughty corner.
I'm sorry.
But like that like I've had friends who like weren't allowed to tell other people about that relationship. I've had multiple friends I've always been uncomfortable for them because they're like, I'm like, well, why, if you're in a relationship or your friend is in a relationship where the significant other doesn't want them to like for it to be public, it's like, why would you be in a relationship? Do you know what I mean? It's like, why, if you're not happy enough to then show people that you're in that relationship.
I think it's a different. So if it's like at the beginning of the relationship where you're maybe like building up to, I don't know. That's probably not what you're talking. But like if you're building up to that, then that's that's
Absolutely.
understandable. But if you're like so far into the relationship, if it's like maybe
Like
3
4
months,
years.
for that's just not fair.
Yeah,
That's
no,
not
it's
fair
like
to the
why are
other
you in a
person.
relationship where it has to be secret? Why are
I
you?
think.
Also when it's blatantly obvious.
Yeah.
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 I think there's also a couple factors that could affect that. I definitely agree with you guys. Like a relationship.
I mean, among friends, obviously, there's especially at our
But then
age,
there's-
especially in our multicultural school,
Yeah, if I think
there are situations where it's like.
religion or culture would
Absolutely.
be a
Yeah,
really
yeah,
big one.
yeah.
But my point is like if you're like with your friends, if you're uncomfortable, obviously with family it's different because that can have certain repercussions that are more serious than the
Yeah.
relationship. But with your friends, if you're uncomfortable like telling your friends or being around your significant other with your friends, why is that?
Why are you with them?
Not why are you with them, but why is that a thing? Like why are you not?
Is that something you need to look into? Like,
Exactly.
Is that a
is there
personal
something
thing?
wrong here?
Is that a personal
Yeah, like
issue?
why? Because
to me, it sounds like a personal problem.
Because it like there are multiple problems with that. Is that the significant, if no one knows, the significant other can get away with whatever they want.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
First off, but then it's just for me at least, because I'm a very proud person. Some might say I'm egotistical. Vyapti, but I like to like if I do something, I want to like tell people about it because I have pride in what I do and I'm proud of who I am. And if I'm in a relationship, I want to be proud of that too, and it's the same deal.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
makes
but then
sense.
I feel like it's not as black and white as if you were like to be in a relationship with around your friends, because as you said, like you can't tell your parents about it because there are those repercussions. But what if you're in a relationship with your friend, with your significant other around your friends? That info can lead to your parents by your friends.
Well, I think
Then you've got bad
there's,
friends.
there's also bad friends who, like, would attack people for dating if they don't think that you should be together.
Yeah.
Well, then
I
they're
think-
just bad friends.
They are
Yeah,
bad friends
then they're
for
just
sure.
bad
They're
friends.
shit.
If I start dating someone, you told me to stop dating them. Well, actually,
They're shit friends.
it depends. You might actually be in the right in that situation because I'd actually trust your opinion.
No. I don't really like to get involved in like your guys' relationships.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like to give my.
I mean, there's not
opinion
many to get involved
because
in.
because quite frankly, like if I was gonna get with somebody and you guys gave me your opinions, I can't stop you from giving me your opinions. But I don't give a shit.
I think I did.
Yeah, you always gave me opinions,
given me
and you knew. Like
I knew it meant nothing
I'm
to
fine,
you.
I'm fine you giving them to me. I just not gonna. act on
Exactly.
them.
I'm never gonna be like, stop doing that.
Yeah, you
that's
can't
dumb.
tell me
I'm
what to
just.
do,
I'm
like-
gonna.
Yeah,
tell
like
you,
give
I'm
them an
gonna tell you-
ultimatum. Like,
Yeah, and that's
Exactly.
why I don't like being like inputting my opinion into an area where it's not.
Because you wouldn't like.
Yeah,
Because
I get you.
I personally wouldn't like it, or like I don't mind it. It's just I don't want to do it myself.
I get you. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel your opinion.
What was the original question? Let's give a solid answer.
How do I tell my significant other to be a loser?
Oh
That-
yeah.
that
he is a
Just-
loser.
no, just say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you're really in a.
If it's done, if you're
Relationship.
dying to
Tell
tell
them.
them.
Just tell
But then,
Yeah.
but then it depends on whether you mean like
Don't
you're
be
a
harsh
loser.
about it, but like
It depends on whether
Let
you
them
mean.
down slowly, unless they're a dick.
It depends on whether you mean like you're a loser, I don't want to be with you because you're a loser, or like, dude, you're a loser, we need to together.
We need to make you cooler.
Maybe let's work
Let's
on.
buy some sunglasses.
We need to up your
makeover.
drip.
Why sunglasses?
Because they're like
They're
cool.
cool, dude. Yeah, for cool dudes.
Cool.
Cool
What do
people
you
with
mean?
sunglasses.
They're for bros.
I bet you. I don't. I
dudes.
bet you don't own any
They
sunglasses,
fam.
Vyapti.
I don't.
I'll buy
Next
you
question.
sunglasses.
Next question is a
We've been
bit
going
weird.
we've been going for an hour. That's the last
I don't
question.
know. This is the last question?
Yeah.
Well, good. 2 more questions. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, then we should pick a question that's good.
It's a spicy one.
Because this question isn't good.
Go.
I'm in love with somebody who doesn't exist. Help.
Like an anime girl?
Help.
Oh.
Just get help.
Oh, like
Get
a
help.
waifu,
Get
like a
help.
waifu.
Bro, man's got some waifus.
Fun fact, in my psychology class like 2 weeks ago, we had to watch a video of like
Waifus.
no, it's because
wait,
Yeah, I know exactly what
I know
he's-
exactly
yeah.
where you're going with this.
it's because Japan has a problem with there's not enough people being born because
We actually
there's
learned
not
about
enough
this in geography last year.
yeah there's not enough couples, and then we watched a video on these single Japanese men that fall in love with these like
Dolls.
these anime dolls, and like they genuinely treat them like a significant other.
Yeah.
That was so
I
interesting.
saw
So
a
creepy.
news story today about a guy
It's so bizarre.
who legitimately married a sex doll.
There's a guy
Like-
that married a car, and a woman that married a tree,
Yeah,
What about the
I know.
roller coaster lady?
and there's a roller coaster lady,
Yeah.
and then there was someone else.
People marry inanimate objects.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's like better than marrying.
Would you not marry the hair? Would you not marry the hair raiser?
Even,
Well, I bet you their
I would.
relationship.
even an inanimate object is
I
better
bet you
than
their
marrying,
relationship
like, a
went up
thought.
and down constantly.
What about marrying a stranger
That's better than marrying a thought.
or not an animal?
And no, he's
A
when he
thought
says
or like
no, he
like
said
a-
he means
a
an
thought,
idea,
like a
an
figment, like
idea.
the figment of your
Yeah.
No,
Like
not
a thought,
as in
not a
like-
thought,
A thought.
A thought.
a thought. So like
I'll
when
say
you
like
think,
I do not speak the Queen's English.
Okay.
A thought.
Thought.
Thought?
Thought.
Sorry.
A thought.
a thought, dude, it's a thought.
Okay.
What?
It's a thought.
So what's the question?
I'm a
What's
thought.
the answer to that? Like, don't
British.
yeah,
Yeah.
go to
I
therapy.
Just don't do that.
maybe try and I think there's something.
have an intervention.
I have a feeling that this is a joke question.
Yeah, but I think maybe you might want to try and you might want to try and expand maybe your social group, because I feel like
Get some friends.
no, it's because I feel like
Stop,
no.
get off anime.
Okay.
Go outside.
You don't
It's
blame
because
that.
I'm just gonna say this. No. Yeah. I'm if I married a waifu doll, I think one of you guys would be like, "Aight, Connor,
No.
let's go outside.
Let's go have a drink.
Yeah.
I would support it.
I would.
No, you.
I would steal.
I hope you wouldn't support it. If that ever happens to me, please stop me.
If
No,
it makes
Vyapti-
you happy.
Vyapti supports it because she just sits there and goes, "Yeah, let's make him weird as shit. Let's make society hate him."
Okay.
That is
I
scary
would
as
steal the
hell.
doll.
Mustache?
I would steal the doll, and I would throw it away.
I would just tell your parents. And
You
be like,
should
What if I go? Whoa, that's cheating.
Right.
That's cheating.
I would never fuck another man's girl.
You mean having sex?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
That's what we mean.
Having
Okay,
sex.
the last question. It's a question from our most dedicated fan,
William Edward Parry.
Will Parry. If you're watching, we love you, fam.
I don't.
Thank you.
I don't like you.
And
We all love you. Keep
well,
watching. Now this is the question. How do I get Akshay?
Stay in England.
How do I get Akshay to leave his girlfriend for me? Akshay, can you?
I
can
thought
you,
this one of you guys
Can you?
wrote that.
Can you?
No.
Can you have?
Wait, can I just quickly say something? It was a joint question between William Parry, Jake Key, and Adam Shaw.
Okay, that's fine.
We give you your
I've
shout
not-
out.
Can we
I've not
have-
seen Adam and
Can we have
Irrelevant.
a step-by-step run-through of how we can get you to break up with your girlfriend for another man?
Just say hi.
Or me.
Say wow.
Ah.
Damn, you have low
You know what? Based
standards.
off of that question, I think it might be happening.
Akshay. Hi.
No, except for you.
Hello.
Actually,
Hey,
do
what?
I-
We need to talk.
Do I have special
Akshay.
is there special criteria for me?
Akshay.
Connor, you scare me.
Akshay.
Is that a good
Hi.
thing?
Hello. Hello,
you
babe.
hear
We need to talk. I'm sorry.
Did I hear it?
Yeah. It's dripping.
Oh!
Oh no, that's weird. No, Ryan, that's weird. I shouldn't have done that.
Yes.
Ryan, you're my
Hey,
friend.
that's
the
staying in the
That's weird,
podcast.
that's weird.
That's what's happening.
That's
End
weird.
it,
That's weird.
end it
That's
now.
weird.
Let's
That's
end
weird.
it right there.
End it.
We're gonna end it on that note. It's dripping. End.
Right.
Yeah.
We've already ended.
No, it's Ryan. It's dripping. Oh, and then it ends.
Time. Okay. Thank you very much for watching the Super Informative Podcast. I hope you learned a lot about relationships
And we helped.
we're able to have a couple laughs.
Yeah, and got you a couple significant other songs.
Hopefully you got a couple chicks in your DM now,
Yeah.
or
Some
Men.
voluptuous, some
People.
studs.
Studs.
People.
got a
some
couple
studs,
chicks
yeah.
or dicks in your DMs.
and dicks.
Oh my god.
And if
Thank you so much for watching. Come back next week.
Yes.
Thank you, Vyapti, for joining us.
May
on
I
this
sing the
podcast.
outro
Please
song?
never come
Can I
again.
get a round of applause like
no,
Al?
please.
Can we have a different outro song every single time?
Yes, sir. I've got one.
Go.
Alright.
One for us, baby.
Fire in the booth.
Man.
Man, minute.
Outro. That's right. It's the end of the show. Quack. Moo.
Feels good to
like
be
a
back in my
horse.
Beatbox.
Nay. Platypus. Doesn't lay eggs. Wait, but they do. Only mammal that does.
You're a drama student. Go join in.
Time to hit that falsetto C.
Join in if you want to.
Hey.
GG.
Hey.